create what's called an executive summary. They put everything together into one page. And this is really used to give to the students. Actually, it's really for me, because I want to be able to just open up the folder and look at one thing, look at everything really quick. And then I can, I can get a good idea of the deal, just like instead of having to open up every single one of those folders. And so they create the executive summary. Now, if we pass it on to the student, then obviously this is for the student. And then if the student needs to raise money, then this is for the investor or the bank. This is really kind of like it's an executive summary about the deal, And if you're going to go to a bank, I mean, they're asking you for a business plan, executive summary. I mean, they're asking you for marketing plan, management plan. That's what they're asking you for. So this will be part of that, is what it would be. Okay. And this is how Christian puts his together. And all my virtual assistants are completely different in how they do it. But I can see property. You can see the property taxes, insurance, monthly utilities, vacancy, monthly rate, and then asking price not mentioned. Okay. And then here's the unit mix. So this is all the information that we ask from the owner. This is what we ask them. The total number of units, there's 66, rentable square feet, 9620. So I mean, it's almost 10,000 square feet. I mean, that's a pretty good size facility, It's on 0.74 acres. Okay. This is what it looks like. He's got a picture. He got all the pictures and put them in here. He's got all the regrid, the map views. He's got the demographics. He's got the regrid information. And he's got the acreage size. And then he's got all the county information, the competition, the unit mixes. This is from the deal analyzer, what they're charging. And you could see that he's charging, Route 89 is charging $30, $40, $50, $65, $90, $125, $95. So he's got a whole bunch of different sizes. And then we just compare those sizes to what the two facilities are. So they're at 30, 35, 50, 55, 65, 70, right? And then 90 and 125. So they're all basically at the same price. You can see that, right? By looking at the competition. So the question is, can you raise rates when you see something like this, right? Now I do take into factor that, every 9 months, 6 to 9 months, you're raising the rates by 5%. Right. So this is like, gone are the days where you wait 1 year to raise rates. You should be really we evaluate the competition every quarter. And then we just decide on whether or not going to be raising or lowering rates based on, our vacancy, our economic and physical vacancy, and the competition and what they're charging. Right. So, you really need to be getting into the habit as a storage facility owner, looking at your numbers looking at your numbers in competition every quarter. But typically you're raising rates on average every 6 to 9 months. I mean, I said we typically are around every 9 months. Now during the COVID time, obviously we raised rates several times, but on average, it's really maybe every 9 months is what it is. Okay. You don't want to be 6 months because, then you just piss people off, especially out in the country and stuff like this, but you have to raise rates, you've got to raise rates. Now, I don't know when their rates seem pretty low, honestly, but a 10 by 10 is only $55 and a 10 by 20. And that's why I don't understand when you look at the numbers and run the deal analysis and you put the offer in, and then they come back and say oh, you're way off. I mean, in their mind, they think that the value is more expensive, but the truth is really commercial real estate is based on income. It's based on income, so what you're charging is really what values your property. So I wish a lot more owners would understand that. Now, we try to educate the owners. I mean, that's really our job, is to educate the owners on, what their property's worth. Okay. So that's the executive summary.